FXBros.
Some days you're left hanging.
What's up, everybody? We back for another down week of these beautiful Forex profits we're about to assume. Let's see what we got going now. Well, let's go to the daily and see what last week did. Take this, sorry to have been tapped into. All right, so this is Mondays. This is from Friday. So stemming before last week, we were coming from a heavily consolidated situation on the daily. Then we finally had this breakout on Wednesday, bullish. Starting from Friday with this bullish engulfing on the daily, we had a retest on Sunday, Monday. And then Tuesday was that last final retest. We did not attack any lows from Monday. Kind of played on that 50% equilibrium of what price action did on Monday. And then once Wednesday opened into Asian session, possibly London session, we had this push higher. I'm not sure exactly when it came, but that's when we had the breakout. And right now we are potentially looking to, if we still trade bullish, we could be attacking these highs because we didn't break any new highs. We kind of created a double high scenario just looking at this. So just like when we was breaking it down on our video from last week, these double high scenarios are good areas to draw certain resistance lines that you can see where market reacted from in price. And this is the daily time frame, so it's going to hold some weight when we drop down to smaller time frames if price happens to retest this area. So we'll be looking for a respect of this and tend to trade back lower, or a very large body candle to take out these highs and push high into this old gap we had from February. Hopefully that could be the move, being that we already had bullish engulfings from this June situation, and then we finally get another one after we did not sweep this low that this pullback had. This pullback basically tapped into the last little bit of this 50% of this move. Then we get this engulfing here on Friday to finish out the week, and then the following week pushes higher. So yes, we are probably expecting a pullback into, I would say, the gap we're at on the 1 hour. It's about 68.23, 68.19. So we're approaching that. Not there yet, but that's how far the market I'm expecting to drop to, right about here, and then potential a bullish engulfing we could probably see after this daily closes red. So that would be the move for Tuesday going into Wednesday. So we'll just monitor that. But nonetheless, we did not get no kind of daily engulfings on the bearish side. We just respected this previous high that was created from the June push, the early June push. That high that was created, we respected that. Did not get an engulfing yet, so chances are, like I said, we could be tapping down a little bit into the 68, 13, 15 levels, and then 16, 18, 68, 18. And then we could possibly be going higher depending on how far we dig deep into this bearish move that we could be seeing for the week. We got liquidity or clean traffic that we can clear up, so we can come all the way down to 66.90 area, 67 flat in between that zone. We could come all the way down here, but we're gonna need to see some volume kick in probably tomorrow and tomorrow morning to take out the low of Thursday. We're already taking out Friday's lows right now, which was 68.30. Right now we're at 68.29, so we just took out Friday's low. So we'll see how far we dig deep into that. See, I think we got Scully on here. What's going on, brother?
What's up, bro? What's going on?
Oh man, just looking at what last week did and seeing what this week potentially can do. Like I was saying on the daily, I was looking to a pullback maybe into this last little 4-hour gap we have. We do have a minor little hang up on the 4-hour. Some little minor consolidation that price could want to reach to. If it does break that, we still got clean traffic for this candle, and that would be 67.50. Ultimately, I was saying on a daily, we could come down to that resistance that was created and could be support if we hit it at 67 cents or 66.90 in that zone, which would be 66.90 up in here. Price could come all the way down here. Like I said, ultimately we have to see if we come as low and break this little area of 67.85, 86, 67.90. If we come that far and break through that, then chances are we just retesting this little support, resistance turn support after we broke through around 67 cents. So that's the play right now. How candles are moving. I mean, this is Sunday. We don't have a lot of volume. We'll look at the news and see what next week is going to bring us. But with the slowing of volume and the minimal size of these candles, one can kind of lean more towards we may be experiencing some type of reversal, but we definitely gonna need a bullish candle to get us into that mind frame. A nice 4-hour engulfing would be sweet. We already swept the lows of Friday, so let's see if we gonna dig deeper into this bearish move. On the 1 hour, don't have any engulfings per se. We are coming off of a bearish engulfing from Thursday that led into Friday that did not test those highs. It just sold off and kind of in an exhaustion type of way. It sold off after all this bullishness we experienced. We experienced from Tuesday into Thursday or into Friday. So, with that being said, this is a waiting game. We're in heavy consolidation from midday Friday into this Sunday open. So we're just waiting for a nice little breakout to see what we will get into. You'll probably see the breakout happen earlier on these smaller time frames. and you want to see some large volume, some large candles. So if I had to draw a level of consolidation that I'm talking about, it would really be from Friday's close into Sunday, which would be right about here. So we had this consolidation, just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Where is it? So we'll take this initial low from Friday, and we go to the bodies, which I don't really too much care about. Go to that body. There we go, consolidation. Now we do have a breakout to the downside. This is true, but it's stemming from in this consolidation. What you want to see is somewhat of a retest back into here and then a break lower, taking out this low if it happens right now. That would be a nice true breakout. But we've seen the opposite of breakouts, and they call fake outs. So until you see the full move happen, at least give any small time frame candle at least 30 minutes, whether you're looking at the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. The 15 minute, let two candles play out before you make a decision, because that first half of the hour could just be push to entice traders into the market, and then you get a turnaround. So, but nonetheless, this is basically how we breaking it down. Like I said, we don't have no engulfings just yet to buy the market. We do have a lot of clean traffic to sell off into, so the breakout to the downside would seem a little bit more feasible, more believable. It could be just resting to this area, then we get another consolidation and break lower to fill this candle, these two candles here. So, yeah, that's what we're looking at. Everything going with you, brother?
Everything is good, man. All is well. Starting off the second half, great. Off the same run that we did to end the first half. So, but no, things are good. Everything is good.
That's what's up.
Everything is good. Just going off of what you said, yeah, sales are way better than buys. You have no area of turning around. Even just looking at the 1 hour that you have up right there, you have no sweet signs of turning around till about, for me, I would want it to go as low as 66.80 to 60.67 flat. I would want it to go down there. I'm actually in sales from last week.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's going to go, I would say, to for sure 68. Like, I had my take profit on another trade.
I like 67 as low as if it's gonna go that deep. I do see a hang up if it does have a hang up around the 67.50, 67.40 area. If it breaks through, like 68 cent.
Yes, I do agree. The only thing you have to do, because the 4 hour looks really good, like if you get a close below like 67.80, then you're good to go. Because then you really have that clean traffic to go to 67 flat.
Right. Because we had clean traffic that we pretty much already filled, but it filled it in a choppy fashion. Like I said, I know it was pretty much filling that traffic on Friday, which that was the close of the week, so we exhausted everything. But the better, if we get some more volume on Monday and we sell off, then I like that clean traffic filling that from Wednesday morning, the Wednesday morning traffic.
Okay, yeah.
Last week. So just like you said, we need to break below We definitely need to break through the consolidation of 67, 80, and 90 in that range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you definitely have some clean traffic to, continue selling. Uh, but
Do you see any more? What would you like to look to add to a position or get into a sale? What would you look for a pullback? Or do you see any form of pullback? Or do you see a pullback as just a reversal at this point?
let's see.
I mean, is it likely to reverse now, or do you feel like it should drop more to that consolidation?
I think it should drop more, honestly.
Right.
Um,
Because it's not turning around at a seductive point, if you will.
right.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
just looking from, the 1 hour you know, looks like a sale pretty easy. The 4 hour has clean traffic, literally. Like it's in the center of a candle, like look what it closed here at 8 o'clock. So now you can just easily, like it can probably retest to like 68.35 or something like that, 68.40 in that area. It can retest up to there on this candle and then continue all the way down to break through 68 flat and continue on the way down. You know, that little hang up, like you said it was, you might get a little something right there, but get another rejection back up. It might jump back up to where we are right now. Who knows?
right.
Continue down. Like I just like the way that pattern. And if you look to the left, you kind of got like a double top type of situation. Like on a grand
On what time frame?
on the 4 hour, what you looking at? Like all the way to the left.
These two are. Yeah, I was looking at that on the daily.
Okay, so boom.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to take out those highs, which is a lot of liquidity to run stops to get up to here. This old gap from February that we still didn't reach to yet.
Right.
So yeah, I see that.
But yeah, the only way I honestly would get into anything like you said, if I would want to add on to something like that, um, I probably won't because I already did already. So I probably won't add on anymore to this trade until it take me out, and then that way I can just really zone in and start this week off. Uh, just let this trade do what it do. But yeah, like right now on this one, I'll let it take me out on everything. And my target on this one is 68.05.
Yeah.
So let it go there, whatever. May do something and figure it out from there. Look for clean traffic to the left, and once you catch engulfing, see if it's worth my while. That's what I like to do.
Yeah.
You look at the 15 minute, you're like, oh, that's a nice reversal. Engulfing, just looking on the 15 minute, even though it didn't close yet, but some people
Right. We got
good one. But then you look to the left and like you in 9 cents, like nothing's going on.
yeah. You would need a lot of volume to push through all this to make it. Shit, that's a lot of nonsense.
Mm-hmm. And who knows? Anything can happen, but
Yeah.
from in the past, it's like it's rare.
Yeah. And we don't like trading off of rare shit. We like to trade off shit that happen all the time.
Exactly.
Rare events are just like that. Rare. So treat them as such. Tried to tease us with this engulfing right here. I almost did it. That was a teaser, but I'm off a close right under the open.
Yeah, but that's one that I would have, already I would have tested it out, but I wasn't too sure about that one anyway, because
Yep.
even
It's
if you would
Sunday.
have, you look to the left, and
Yeah.
you have nothing really. You know what I'm saying?
Only thing I can see over here is these rejection wicks right here. But that's the same thing that's hanging up with this consolidation area.
Yeah.
That's just respecting that.
Yeah, it's just not clean, and not even talking about that to the left. I'm talking about to what what it's in right now. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty much side by side right now. If it would have happened,
Right.
let's say if it would have engulfed all of that, and then it would have went to that second gap area that you have marked.
Yeah.
Up in there, then that would have been good. And you're like, oh, okay, I like this. That would have been, but that usually happens around this time when it's high volume. So,
and I'm looking, I marked this up. This, if it does buy up, this could be a good area to look. If we get a sell signal, this would be a good area to take sales from, because this is a 4-hour gap. It's a small one, but it's still an area that the price just kind of left from and didn't leave no mark. So typically it likes to retest into those areas some kind of way, just a remembrance. It may not look to fill it all the way at certain times like a wick, but it does like to just, it's like I said, just a remembrance level, just like to test those areas. Pip said, I took 75% profit off this trade and just letting the rest run. Still in shorts. Hell yeah.
So that was beautiful, man. That was a quick lesson, just to let y'all know we got a message on the Telegram from Supreme saying that he was actually in these sales. He probably was in these from last week, because I remember.
Yeah, he was. I remember when he posted it on Friday.
Yeah, so he was been in them since Friday, and he just took 75% off, of that trade. So it's
money in the bank.
Yes, that is how you manage a trade. Like what we said like a few weeks ago, and I was just like, trade management is just as important, or if not the same thing as risk management. Like, if you can't manage a trade, then you are managing your risk, even if it's good or bad, horribly, because you're not managing the trade. So, that's what he pretty much did. He turned
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I said the possible reason why he got out of that trade or took some of that profit is because he saw how the market is kind of hanging up right here. So he's like, well, if I'm going to take some profits, this would be the smartest time. Like the market is looking like it's struggling to do something right here. So until it's figure out what they want to do and have a true breakout, let me take off some money right here. If it give me another signal, let's say if it come up here, so I turn back around, now we targeting these lows and more clean traffic to fill from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of last week. So that's an area to add back into that position that he in and ride it that bearish move down.
Like my thing is this is like when whatever happens, when whatever time frame, what I like to do when I get out of trades like that, I'll take a little bit out. If it's not for like in the beginning of this week, like with this being a Sunday, I'm just letting this play out so I can just, close this one out real quick at an area that I'm feel strong enough that it can hit, and then I'll, can continue this week with a clean slate. But if I am in a trade and I see some type of rejection happen on whatever time frame, now I am going to enter back in if it gives me another signal on that time frame, because that's where I got shaken out at, not on the larger time frame, because I know that's why I got in. That's my trend, so I already know the trend. I just got shaken out.
Right.
And if it does,
that makes sense. So if you see a large enough rejection on the 5, 15 minute, or 30 minute, you would get out of that sale. But if you also see another setup to get back into a sale on that time frame, the 5, 15, 30, you'll add to that, larger time frame trend.
Yes.
What made
And
you
I
get
would do
into
the
the trading in the first
entry,
place?
same entry as I always do. That first one, because now this is a whole new game, whole new play. So
Right.
that first entry is going to be a tester. And then
Gotcha.
once it start looking good, that's when I go in heavy and heavy and heavy. So, once the confidence get big, you'll be able to just, start doing that. Certain trades, when they impulse trades, that's when I usually enter in like heavy off top, and then I got my parameters set pretty tight. But if I'm on it, if I'm on the charts and I'm focused and I'm tapped in, then yeah, usually I go ahead and enter manually. And that first one is always a tester. It saves so much. Like it's almost like playing one on one with somebody in a street and just met the kid. You at one of the local parks, and dude, everybody else play one on one, and this dude hitting you up with moves like, what I'm saying, you from uptown, he hitting you with downtown moves. Like you like, wait, like I don't know, like what is this?
He
You know what
said
I'm
he
saying?
from downtown here with the
Yeah,
downtown.
but y'all playing the 12, so you start to you'll catch on to it. So if you might get that first one, then you can say, okay, let's run it back. You know what I'm saying, double or nothing, and then you might be able to do something with it. So yeah, man. Once you get used to the move, then you'll feel more comfortable the next time you go back in. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like that tester.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep, you feel comfortable. Or if not, if that dude, what I'm saying, like, yeah, bro, to where like he give you a donut, you know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing with him, then you'll realize, okay, I'm not gonna run it back. Like he's on a whole nother level than me. Like I'm just gonna wait for the next setup, for the next game, and treat it like that. But at least that happened to your tester and you didn't go in real heavy. You were just trying to figure it out, test the waters, see how it go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's how, yeah, man. That's how I like to do it, and I just ride it. Like I don't feel, I feel comfortable losing no more because if it happens on my second trade, then it's like, oh, okay, it's really jumping around now. And usually that'd be like a day of consolidation, like just faking people out left and right.
I mean, it's still easy for you. Do you feel like it's easy for you to sit in trades when it's heading back towards your entry, maybe for some drawdown? Or
It all depends on what I'm comfortable with it. If it's starting to reverse and it was like a few pips away from my take profit, yeah, man, give me that. I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all tripping,
all right,
But yeah, if it's hanging around and it's doing what it's due, but I know my target is greater, like it's a really good trade, like what I'm saying, one of them, high ratios, then yeah, man, I'll let that run. I'll let it play out. I don't care if it go back to a little bit of break even, a little bit of drawdown, 5 pips. I know sooner or later, like, and that's rare when I get in the drawdown, but it might go up to my entry a little bit, then they'll just shoot right back down and then take me there. But like I said, that only reason why I'm comfortable with doing that is and it all depends on when I enter, how I enter. Like usually if I enter in a trade, um when I wake up, the times that I usually like to trade, if I get a good one in that time, then yeah, that's like a catapult. That's one of the boomerangs. So you can just ride that. Um, prime example was Supreme. When he was
I
hitting
was
us, I
just
was
about to, I was just about to say that.
because I want, I know when he get on, we go build on it for sure. But I was, I was gonna say it's like some trades are that you just get in the ones that he say like you could get in early and then it rides and then it ride. Those are the trades that you're gonna get. It's just like what time do you get up? If you want to get up there early, then now that's gonna be the times that you trade. You know, because it makes it seem like you're going to be missing something. Like you're not missing anything. The market's doing what it's doing. You know.
I would add to that, if you are trying to get in even earlier than London and you want to catch a larger buy move that you may see on a daily at a 1 hour, and you want to try to catch an entry, if you catching some late night shit, like some 9, 10, 11 o'clock shit,
yeah, you got a sleeper.
like you will have a sleeper, but one thing people need to keep in mind, when you set your stop loss to go to sleep on that trade, make sure, or try to make sure your entry, if you can find it, is as close as possible to the low. If you buying, to the low of the Asian and Australian session. It need to be, your entry need to be as close as possible, and your stop loss need to be underneath the low of the Asian or Sydney session for you to take part in what London go offer. Because typically, if London does go bullish, it loves to like sweep lows, previous lows, and that would be like somewhat of a previous daily low because it's coming from a new daily open at 3, 4, 5 o'clock. So you got all that to think about too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just always safe to keep your money safe.
I was about to say, like, yes, it's safe.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, the quickest way, like when I try and do an overnight sleeper, I am in profit when I go ahead and set it. I make sure I'm like in profit. That way I can put my stop loss at break even, and then I let it run. But yeah, man, those. The only thing is, if you're doing one and you're trying to see what it does, and yeah, you just got to make sure you're okay and comfortable with the outcome. Like, if you feeling iffy, then like there should be no iffiness about it. Like,
Yeah, you should be sure before you put your money at risk in the first place.
Yeah, bro. I didn't see that 1 hour. That was a fire sandwich.
Actually, it was.
that was a beautiful one. Like, but yeah, and that was another thing I'll say. Like, if I ever would get back into something like this, it would have been a move like that. But that's crazy that happened right there. So that was another entry. But that would have been impulse and similar to that live that we did for the webinar, bro.
Right.
Yeah, that's breaking through my next area that you got lined up. Yep, I got it right there too. Yeah, bro. Like, I don't do the 4-hour gaps, but all my markups is the same thing.
No, that's why? Because that's that magnetized equilibrium level. Like it really is algorithmically ran. Like that's how the markets are ran by algorithms. So that's why all these numbers seeming to line up. No matter what time frame you're on, you see certain things happen at certain prices, and they kind of all line up. Like that's why I draw these lines. You'll see how everything just kind of goes to those areas, and when they do break through, when they do finally have a break and retest, is typically, like I said in the webinar, it's a large body candle, like we see right now. This breakout.
I usually just go to the clean traffic to the left. Whenever I see it really, really clean, I just go to the left, and then I see where's there like a hiccup, like where does it stop at?
Right.
And I just continue going to the left. If I don't see it on the time frame that I'm looking at, I go to that next time frame, and that's when I mark it up. But yeah, bro. I'm definitely gonna get me a scalping account. Like I would scalp live.
But the energy level is is real high. It's when you, especially, but you got to do it smart. You can't just jump on it. Oh, it's going low. Like you got to tie it in with larger time frame analysis.
I was about to say, yeah, I can just scalp my larger positions.
Exactly. That's what I talking about. I was on Friday live with
Cavante.
Yeah, he was talking about how he do that. His larger positions, he just scalp into that profit.
That's it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Short term, long term. That's how you do that shit.
Yep.
It is.
You already gonna get paid for it. Why not add on to it? You already investing into that position.
Exactly.
It's a similar notion in the stock market too. Buying whole and then doing options.
Play the options, yeah. That's the same thing. Yeah, short and long. Like
Yes,
Supreme said.
Yep. It just makes sense. It's really diversification. That's what it really is.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Like those options are, well, pretty much when you buy and hold, that's pretty much like people say your savings, and that's just growing rapidly. So now you got this money that you can so-called play with or get active with, and that's when you know what I'm saying you got a trading account that you are actively building. Like that's like it's growing massively. So that's how they
Yeah,
do that, man.
that's Wall Street Trapper. His strategy. He
Oh, I
teach at
already
least
know.
he
I listen
teach
to him
right.
every Tuesday, guy. That's why I like, damn. Like I thought it was one of them
That
ones that
bitch
you had to pay
dropping.
for. I didn't know that was like a free pull up thing, but
Nah, yeah, they going up. Well, I just hit a take profit, yo.
yeah,
Nice. I was about to say that bitch dropping.
Yeah, I just hit a take profit.
Come on, baby.
I didn't even know where that bitch was at. That's the best
you
trade.
don't have to. You don't have to know.
Ah,
Not for real, cause look, you already knew when you set
That was way from Friday or some
Come
shit.
on, bro.
Yeah,
Come on. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah, you was in that thing since Friday. I
look
was
at
yeah,
that.
and I took 75% and
These wicks,
took
yo.
off profit and then made more. Like yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful.
less is more, bro. Less is
That's it.
more.
That's
Yeah, if
it.
you making all these trades, you obviously losing because like the fuck you making all them trades for? If you was
Come
in a
on,
nice
bro.
trade, you wouldn't be. And you know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's what I'm
Only
saying,
reason
bro.
you hopping in and out because you scared. You leaving money on the table.
Like
You know, less is more, bro.
I'll say about two to five trades. That's probably me every week.
Right. It's more about the trade management, like not no setups, finding setup. You know, setups ain't shit. Like that shit, the charts lie.
He
You
said
know,
No.
they they do compared to another time frame, right?
Well, they don't lie. They just do. Like the market is it. Like it does what it does.
What I'm saying is the hour gonna say one thing, the 4 hour gonna say another thing, the 15 gonna. So if you comparing two
But I
different
mean,
charts,
how is it saying the other thing when it's just broken down increments? It's really saying the same thing.
nah, it's not broken down increments. So like it is, but it's deeper than that.
You
Because
just got to be patient. So
you
if you judging the 1 hour to the daily, you can't judge the 1 hour from the daily until a 24-hour period. So you got to be patient to wait to see. Like, but it's
oh yeah, that makes sense.
but if you judging the 1 hour to the 15-minute, you still got to be patient. But it's full 15-minute candles, but it's still an incrementally broken down at a higher time frame. Like it's still the same shit. That's why it's ultimately best to look at the daily time frame. But who got the time to wait for a daily time frame candle to close? Like you gonna have 2 trades a month. I mean a week.
It's crazy that you. It's
Nah,
crazy
really
that
2
you
trades a
say
month.
that. Because just like you said, who has the time? So
Everybody
that's what I'm saying.
got
But
the time.
as you grow, yeah, you will have the time to where you could just wait for daily setups, weekly setups.
You got the time now. But
True. That is true. That is
but
true. But
you
I got
looking
the
at it.
time. I got the time to day trade and intraday, and that gives me more.
Because you're trying to run it up.
More profits initially, if you think about it, because I'm
You got more
baiting
opportunities to get into a potential move.
Yeah.
But on the daily, whatever's happening is happening. If the daily is selling, the 1 hour could be giving you buy opportunities with 30 pips, selling opportunities with 50 pips, buying opportunities with 40 pips.
Exactly.
Like it could be doing all that shit, but regardless of what's happening on the hour, it's still selling off the market. So it's like it's really based on, do you have the patience to wait for that daily to keep forming in a sell position? Or are you gonna catch buys and sales, buys and sales, buys and sales? Like, it's basically down to that at the end of the day.
If it's on the hourly, yeah, I get those buys and sells. That's the way that I look at it. I'm patient enough to wait for something like that than to trade the daily right now, especially the way that things have been working out.
Right. But you get my drift though. Like
I totally agree. And that's why I said, like, that's what I meant by the time. Like, yeah, man, I have more time to literally, to trade the daily. I ain't gonna say I can't wait, Who knows what may happen?
Put it like this. What if I know they won't do this because this is how they make money, but what if you had to pay $1,000 a month to trade underneath the 4-hour time frame. Like you can't even trade the 1 hour increments unless if you paid $1,000 a month. Like
what you mean?
I'm saying, like, what if you was limited to only like 4 hour and daily? But if you really want to trade the smaller time frames on your broker, it's just common knowledge that you got to pay a higher tier fee to trade the 1 hour. Like, how would that feel?
I mean, it'll be a completely different ball game, but the way that would work to me, really, it forces you to trade, the daily and the weekly and stuff like that, in the 4 hours. So you'll have to just do it initially. You know what I'm saying? That's just like any other thing.
Well, what would entice you to at that point, if you forced to trade the daily, and you got to be patient enough to let the daily candle close and potentially the 4 hour, what would entice you to pay $1,000 a month just so you could?
I wouldn't do that, because like if that was common knowledge, like all traders in the world know that's how it goes, then I wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you just wouldn't have the experience, so you wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be doing it. Like I can do it now. I wouldn't even know if I would be trading if it was a whole different ball game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I guess I'm kind of saying that and kind of tied in with like trading charts, like TradingView, where they you gotta pay.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that. Yeah,
trade like, underneath the 1 minute. If you want to trade like the 30-second or the 50-second charts, like you gotta have a membership.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like no, if I can get away with what I can do, I probably won't need to pay for that. Or when I do level up and I'm on a whole nother level, maybe I would pay $1,000 to trade the hourly. Let me do that for a month, see what it does. And if it's working,
a little bit through that 1 hour gap. I don't know if you noticed that, but if you look close right there, just tap through it.
Yeah, man. I get a good close. Because right now I got that marked up on the 15-minute, the beginning of that gap. I got that marked on the 15-minute. Yeah. And then from that area to my take profit is clean traffic on the 15-minute. So
which is what? 68.05 or some shit?
Yep, 68.05.
Damn, for real?
Yep.
That's crazy.
No, it ain't crazy.
No, it ain't crazy. I just looked at the charts and pointed at I bet his take profit probably right there if he's talking about clean traffic, because I'm looking at the 1 hour and that look like clean traffic to me.
Yep.
So yeah, 68.05. There it is. I love numbers. I love math.
I like the candlesticks, bro. Like I'm really been
yeah. You like to see the formation of the money, because it could be anything. Like they got candlesticks, they got line charts, they got open and close charts, a high, open and close, low charts, or whatever they do. They got all kind of different charts. What the Heikinashi? You like the candlesticks?
Okay. Yeah, but I just figured out what that was like the other day. Like Heikinashi. I just heard people saying that, and I was like, okay, that must be some fucking strategy or something I don't know about.
It ain't no strategy. It's a chart. It's like how I can make, like, I'm gonna show you right now. Let me see if I could do the charts settings. It's an actual.
And I like that. I like that it is like that. Like I don't really know too much. Just like Pip said, less is more. Like I don't want to know all that stuff. Like because what I do.
I don't even understand. I didn't dive into it to even know how to trade it properly, but I know it got more. It got a color change. I know that for damn sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you see, I'm trying to pull it up so you can see what it looked like, but
okay.
I don't know how to change my damn candlesticks.
It looked like it'll be the symbol, but no, you already went on that. But yeah, bro, it's like what I know is working. So it's like I don't want to get anything confused with it. I'm gonna rock this off for a couple of years and really see what's happening.
Right. Yeah, now I'm gonna try to find that bitch.
The app tripping.
No, your phone tripping.
Yeah, if you're using on your phone, you're gonna have a lot of issues.
Oh, that's what it is.
Boy, that's what I've been saying. Talking about that's what it is. Face up. But yeah, I don't know. It just ain't optimized for the phone, man. Like that shit just don't work that good. Like you get a lot of drops. You'll be dropping. Oh, here you go. So this is the first thing. This is I mean I'm pretty sure candlesticks was in this too, but this is another way to look at the charts. Basically, it's showing.
Oh, that shit looks stupid.
Yeah.
That's
Basically,
the sketch candles.
yeah.
Close. Wait, the high low candles, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, this is the open, the left side, this line, and then of course the high is the high. This right side over here is the close, and then the low right here is the low. So that's basically how you read that candle. But
It
then
looks just like that.
you got Heikin-Ashi right here.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm talking about? It's
Love.
Yeah,
I love Heikin-Ashi. Heikin-Ashi though, you gotta use that with caution. But like it's a momentum thing. It takes
wait, what's that?
Heikin-Ashi candles.
Oh, man, no, get that out of here.
It's the same thing. It show you the momentum. It's not the same thing.
Yeah,
It means the average candle. Instead of showing you like the actual price, it show you the average
I was
price.
listening to music.
bro, you'll never find an engulfing on no Heikin-Ashi for the first They just don't. The candles just don't form that way. Like
I was like, where my setups at?
They open the candles open
In the middle.
Yeah,
of the
they're like
last one.
above the previous open. Like it's weird.
What they do is they take the high, the low. They take the high and the average of the high and the low, and that's where the next one open, some shit like that. But it's a momentum thing. It's just to take away the distortion of trends. Just help you identify the trends more easier. You definitely shouldn't like plot nothing with it, but if you're looking for a trend, a momentum, or like if they cross a certain area, moving average, things like that, that's definitely significant because it's telling you the momentum. And what you want is the ones without no wicks on them. If you find a big body with no wicks, that's pretty much an entry or add position, whether it's green or red. So that's how that go. I made some good trades with it. But like I said, you definitely want to use the candles with it. You don't want to go 100%.
That's the line charts right there.
Niggas be sleep on them lines. I fuck with the line.
Line is one of the ways how I learned to draw support
and resistance. Yeah.
You just kind of connect them with the points and all that weird shit.
Yeah,
it's dope for that.
Like the RSI.
Yeah, like it's best to like you pull this up on like the weekly or the monthly. And then you draw like them big key ass levels on like them high time frames and just wait for the 1 hour, 4 hour to reach that bit. Like how this point match with this point, that would be a area you would draw. These points right here would be an area. These points, shit like that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
So you about to fuck with that shit? You about to change to the Heikin-Ashi, G?
Yeah, right, boy. I'm Vice City, man. I ain't changing that.
That nigga said, "Take that shit off." Like my head hurt.
Boy, what we looking at now? All right, damn. When I set up that, all
right. Nah, they be within like the same point though. Like it's rarely more than two pips off. It'd be pretty. Like the price it'd be very close to the actual price.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be very close. Like it might be 1 pip off above, give or take. It might be. Because it's just dealing with the average. That's what Heikin-Ashi mean. It means average candle. That's all that means.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's all fine. Let's take a look at the news.
The news that you can use.
That you can use, guys. See what we got. I think this is gonna be it's been a pretty good couple of weeks, to be honest. So I'm just gonna see what this wheel gives. How about that?
How about it?
Damn, that's gonna make the market jump some.
So we got Sundays in 7 minutes. They got retail sales. They got unemployment rate, GDP growth rate coming out for Chinese yen. Yuan. Monday, RBA minutes. That is 8:30. Tuesday, and that's for Australian dollar.
PM.
8:30 p.m. Yes, 8:30 p.m. My bad. Tuesday, retail sales in the morning for USD 7:30. We got retail sales. We got basically all retail sales year over year, excluding gas, excluding autos, and retail sales month over month. All coming out Tuesday. How are people spending their money? Are the sales up or are the sales down?
I don't know.
Wednesday, building permits. That's a good indicator as far as infrastructure and houses and land and commercial and everything. People submitting permits so they could get their property built is a good thing. If it's down, that means people not building. Australian dollar employment change, unemployment rate. That's gonna be a nice little move on 8:30 Wednesday night. So be on the lookout for that. Thursday, we already know initial jobless claims continuing. We also got existing home sales. So that's gonna tie into that that report we getting for the building permits the previous day. So that's gonna be good. We might get a little jump with this inflation rate coming out for Japanese yen. I don't know if that affects us somewhat. I know those Chinese pairs do just because they got so much control as far as economy. So, and Friday, nothing. So it's gonna be a pretty smooth week, I would say. It's gonna be a lot of potential maybe reversals depending on how the USD news in the morning pairs with the Australian news in the evening.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be a flip flop type of scenario going on. And as far as London goes for their moving at 3:00, the only thing I see the pound, Great Britain pound got the inflation rate coming out on Wednesday at 1:00 in the morning. So that could be a nice little volume push from London. Pushing some of your trades from Tuesday into further profit. So other than that, they got Friday. They got a lot of shit coming out for. So yeah, it's gonna be a nice kind of smooth week.
Very good week.
I would say follow heavily with price action. That's gonna be your friend.
As always.
As always.
Real.
News is gonna always catapult you probably into further profit or just catapult you into a reversal going against your trade. So just be cautious when you're looking at the news. That's all we can say. Nice sale. Nice sale. Nice sale. You heard about
that was well played.
yes, sir.
Those are easy, man. Like you was talking about in the chat with those alley oops.
Yes.
You know.
different countries, different central banks, they like to play alley-oops. You know, they only go to war when people do dumb shit, but at the most part, they trying to just get money and just do business, fam. You know, war be a lot of takeover shit, but at the end of the day, they just trying to get money. And if they know that they can manipulate the retail traders, which are us, everybody is interested in making a quick dollar off the market, whether it's the stock market or forex or whatever market you trade, they gonna do so in a way to pull money from us to put money into their pockets, and you know, vice versa. You know, and taking part in other interest rate deals that they can to further increase their wealth for their economy and for their country and shit. So if you got a pool of dumbass people that just go buy and sell according to what they see on the news or what they heard or whoever they following, then yeah, that's just a free pot of money they could just dip their little, you know, spoon into and fill a bucket type shit.
Yeah.
Anybody gonna do that, you know? So in America and London is the America, London, and Tokyo, Japan, all that. That's like the three biggest areas of retail, large amounts of retail traders, you know, trading into those markets. So it's a lot of money that could be pulled daily. Wow, they making money on their weekly trades that they do between different countries. So it's like, yeah, man, you just gotta be understanding on what's going on. Don't get caught up.
The only time you get caught up when you're trying to figure it out. Trying to figure stuff out that you have no control over.
Yeah, just
stick to your plan.
You know, if it's going down on a higher time frame, look for an entry on a smaller time frame to go along with what the larger time frame is doing. That's it. That's all you can do. Follow the leader. You cannot impose on the market what direction you want it to go. You can't make no decisions on where the market is going to go. You can't do none of that. You got to just follow the damn leader. And your best bet to follow a leader is looking at the higher time frame, what they predominantly doing, and trying to find an entry on a smaller time frame. That's all you doing. That's all trading is.
Multiple time frame analysis.
You need it. Like,
you need it.
How difficult would it be if you only had the 1 hour? Like, you know, it wouldn't be too hard, I feel, just with experience, but still, like you want to see what the daily doing. Is it at a resistance level and you trying to put on a sell position?
Yeah.
You know? Or support and you trying to put on a sell.
Man, come on.
Come on, man.
Wait, yo, buddy.
Man, hold up. I gotta put some come on, I gotta put some reactions, man.
Oh my God. Man, what's going on, man? It's a Sunday. That's gonna be a good week, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Sound the alarm.
Come on, man.
Big bucks, no whammies. So,
where are we going?
I mean, yeah, man. For the week, what you think we can do? Got a question. That is a question.
For the week. Let's look at the weekly.
I made a quick analysis. You let me know.
I feel as if the market is going to tap into a low, retest into a previous support, an area of interest, a supply area, and it is going to go bullish. I'm looking to get into buys. And let me see. Let me confirm this. Let me see if it swept highs. Yeah, we didn't even sweep the highs yet. We swept highs here, but then we sweep the ultimate highs yet for this candle. So yeah. Looking at the weekly, basing off of this engulfing, after this retest off of this push that we had from June,
I'm looking for a nice entry to get into buys. That would be nice for the weekly. If we don't get it, I'm not gonna cry about it. This weekly could turn around and engulf. I really don't think it's going to do that, but it does have a lot of clean traffic on a smaller time frame.
That's
So
what I said, bro.
we look at the daily.
I was like looking at the 4 hour and the daily. It can engulf that weekly.
I see the daily has price action to fill, clean traffic to fill all the way to 67 cents. So if I still want to look into my buys, and I know the news is going to help, see this through, depending on what kind of news. If we get a lot of if we get a lot of positive fundamental news, then we should see the market tank. If we see that early on in the week, I would like to see a nice setup for buys right around 67 cents. That wouldn't be too much to ask for. That would be nice. We got a daily engulfing here on a daily push higher. I would like to see a return in this area, set up for some buys. Will we get that this week, creating this type of move in a 5-day pattern? Possibly not. So it's going to be true. Then maybe for this week, and it don't look like that on the weekly time frame, but maybe for this week we might get a nice sell-off, bro. We might get a nice sell-off, and maybe around Friday we might settle right around here. I could see that happening.
Yeah, man. I mean, and even on the 4 hour, it looks really good on the 4 hour, man. That's why I asked, like, what you think? But
yeah, the 4 hour is the same thing. I'm looking for 67.
I said 67. 67 flat, easy.
Yeah, 67 flat look good, but 67.10 to 67.40.
Oh, like right there. Okay, I see.
Yeah, like I like actually 67.30 to 67.50.
Right. And what I said was earlier, if you get a close on the 4 hour, like once you start keep on moving, let's say on the 4 hour, you get a close below 67.80, then you good. Then you going there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree with that.
So it's like,
I mean, I guess the main question is, will it do that drop in the first day and a half of this week? That's the main question. Because if it does do it that early in the week, then I'd put a high chance that we could get a strong reversal in this area, and it'd be a nice situation to catch buys into that weekly situation I see on the weekly time frame. But like I said, if we get a lot of these little baby candles like this, and it just continue on this little kind of bearish scenario, then yeah, I probably see that playing out just until Wednesday, Thursday, and we might get a push higher maybe. But yeah, I'm kind of as early as Sunday, I like sales into this area. So the fact that it's gonna take a while for it to get down here, I guess I'm kind of leaning on sales for the week, bro. Just to be honest, I don't like it on the weekly time frame. To be real, I really see buys on the weekly time frame. But looking at the smaller time frames, yeah, I like a lot of sales. This would be a good area to catch some sales from, and just wait until you see a reversal set up on the maybe, I would say, as far as the daily, and maybe even for sure the 4 hour. You get a nice bullish engulfing, a strong bullish engulfing during volume, London, New York crossover, then yeah, maybe you might be looking to change your bias and try to catch some buys. But yeah, man, that's what I see.
Yeah, same thing with the sales, man. See the same thing. And like you said, if that does happen, like if it does sell off the first couple of days and go into that area, then yeah, ultimately we'll be looking for for buys back up and see what happens, how it ends the week. Or if not, then yeah, we're gonna start looking for closures below that the previous week on the daily or the 4 hour, and continue dropping. So anything can happen, but yeah, I do like sales majority. I think the bulk of my as far as like the the size and the volume of my trades, there'll probably be a lot of sales.
Say that.
But who knows? I'm just going off what's could be the trade that I'm in right now. You know, this could be the last sale, but who knows?
Well, as always, we're gonna monitor this in the chat and see if, you know, when the bulls is gonna kick in, if they ever do. And yeah, I think the market probably is gonna reach up into this area right here, and then maybe we'll see some more reversals and some deeper sales. So yeah, man, let's just keep an eye on it, keep everybody updated. You hear me?
That's it.
All right, brother. We'll be out. We'll be in this home in the morning, man.
All right, man. I'll be good, man.
All right.
Good week.
Peace out. Peace out.
Peace.